All right. Yeah, let's get going because we're over time a little bit. So let's get going. You too, Jordan. Thank you. Had to say it. All right. Hey, guys, we have got, okay. Honest to gosh, I know what it's like sitting there. I'm listening to all this stuff too, and it's like overwhelming, right? I mean, it's like really, really overwhelming. There's a lot of information, and it's really great. Now, if you think you've been overwhelmed so far by the amount of really rich information that you've already gotten, it ain't nothing compared to what's going to happen in the next 45 minutes. Okay, honest to God, DJ gave me 75 slides. That's not a joke. Okay, but I'm going to tell you this. DJ Barton, this guy is one of the hardest workers I've ever met in my life. And I will tell you, I'm the hardest worker I've ever met in my life. Okay? And this guy makes me look like a snail. And I'm not joking you at all. Okay? He is a high performer and a high producer. He is an absolute expert when it comes to social media marketing. You're going to walk out of here with exactly what you need to be doing in order to grow your business and grow your teams. I'm telling you, if you guys do what he says and you get your teams to do what he says, not only will your teams be met, but your grandchildren and great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren after that, because it is absolutely spectacular. You are going to have to write fast. You've got all the scripts and everything in the notebook there. It's all there. You'll see that there's a lot of content. Pay attention, but before we do, let's get Barton.
Thanks, man. You guys ready?
I'm a killer with the first verse.
You want to dance? Stand up. You can't dance in your chair. Let's go. Come on. What's up, guys? Oh, there's Tina Carver. What's up, guys? What's up, Brenda? Turn your cameras on. Paula, Daniela, Lisa, Carol, Eduardo, what's going on? Awesome. You guys are a part of this. All right. You guys ready to get started? Yes? All right. Awesome. What an action-packed day with information. How many of you are just sitting here bug-eyed and going, oh my God, it's like you just took on an elephant. You're trying to eat it one bite at a time, right? And so first and foremost, let's give it back to our amazing speakers that were before me and coming up after me. Amazing room to be in. I'm telling you, this is an intimate setting. Like Tony said at the very beginning, this is our first of many events around the United States, and it's just the beginning, and you guys are like the first. How cool is that? There's only one first, so it's good stuff. So just so we are not complete strangers, I've been in the network marketing space for 25 years. I started when I was 18 years young. I had no business being in business. I was busted, disgusted. I barely graduated high school. If it wasn't for my good friend Ryan, I would probably still be there. When you're 18, how many remember you got to figure out? Your parents came to me and said, "What are you going to do now?" And I said, "I don't know. What do you think we should do here?" And I knew one thing. I didn't want to go to college because I had 12 years of plentiness. I didn't want to do any more of that. And I realized getting a job was not going to fulfill the life that I've always dreamed of. And I actually moved from the state of Minnesota down to Arizona to get away, to start figuring life out. And I actually got introduced to network marketing. Never heard of it before, never done it before, but I fell in love with the concept. I fell in love with the energy in the room, the people, their vision, their goals. They had some. And I just got excited. I was like, wow, this is an opportunity to where I can write my own ticket. How many of you ever wanted to write your own ticket? And that's really what inspired me. I said, I already worked hard. I started working when I was 13. I knew how to work, but I needed to figure out how to get paid for my work. And so I figured this was my only opportunity, so I took it dead serious. I was blessed to have an amazing mentor who was a top 5 money earner, who was making millions of dollars in a company. Some of you guys know who he probably is today. And I literally was just a sponge. I needed him way more than he needed me. So I was coachable, reachable, and definitely teachable. I did exactly what he told me to do, and it worked out really well for us. So I'm a tactical trainer. So You guys got all the mindset today, the vision, the roller coasters, the ups and downs. I was back there looking at my notes, going through my computer, and since December 2020, because my other company I was with it went out of business, and I had to start over in December 2020, and I got really serious about branding online, social media marketing back in 2018, but I took it to a whole nother level. And since 2020, between my businesses online, between customers, referral partners, and agents that work with me with the information I'm going to share with you today, I brought in over 424 of them. So that's a lot, would you say? And so I'm going to give you everything that I've said. I do have ADD, just like Michael said, so I qualify. I will be all over the place. I will be loud. I'm a fast talker, so you got to listen fast and keep up. The good news is there's going to be a recording at the end you have the option to grab. I would highly recommend doing that. And then grab your phones out, and you can take pictures of these slides. You can, I put some good content in the workbook for you, but I'm going to go through what I do every single day to make sure my inbox is full of leads for me to talk to, because the person with the most conversations on a daily basis wins. And if your inbox isn't full, your bank account isn't either. So we're going to get rocking. All right? All right. So obviously we know social media is the future, is here today. In my first 17 years, I built old school, which is the belly, kneecap to kneecap, coffee shop to coffee shop, living room to living room, hotel to hotel. How many people know what I'm talking about? Now, I business and I was never home. So I decided 2018 I wanted to be home. And so I started figuring out social media. I had a lot of friends that went from 6 figures a year to 7 figures a year doing the stuff that I'm going to share with you today. Take a picture of this slide. Come follow me on social media. You're going to learn a lot of different things. If anything, I'll make you laugh. A good friend of mine, John, says funny equals money. So you definitely got to get out of your comfort zone with what I'm going to share with you over the next 72 slides. Just kidding. Don't worry, I go through them really fast, all right? So, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to cover. We're going to cover follow-ups, prospecting, marketing, engaging, expanding your network, and personal development. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the end in mind. Why? For 2 reasons. Fortune's in the what? And follow through. But also I do it this way because I warm up and tickle the algorithms. Because what I do at the end, after I tickle the algorithms on social media, I have more exposure. When you post on social, a lot of people think everybody sees it. You're wrong, only about 4% do. All right, so we're gonna expand your understanding on social media. So I'm gonna start, and there's 2 follow-ups I do. I follow up with people that have already seen the presentation, and then I keep a list of people that have engaged in conversation with me, and then I have a follow-up to get them to see a presentation. And I'm gonna go over both, all right? So this is my, you can take a screenshot of this. This is my post presentation. I do a 24 to 48 day, or 24, 48 hour follow-up. I do a 4-day follow-up, and then I do every 30-day follow-up till either they're in my business, in the obituary, or they tell me to go fly a kite. Those 3 responses, all right? So that's my post. Now, why is follow-up so important? Because most people don't do it, and that's where the money's made. 48% of the people never follow up with prospects. 25 only follow up twice. 12% follow up 3 times. 10% follow up 3+ times, and everybody else follows up 5% of the time or more. That's why less than 1% of them make it to the top of anything in life, because they're in that 5% category. So if you're not following up, you're leaving money on the table, and for us 5%ers to go get it. All right? So think about this for a minute. The first contact, only 2% of sales are made. That's it. First contact. How many of you wish when you showed the opportunity, you said, you ready to get started? And they just jump right in the boat. Can you imagine going fishing and you just go out there for a few minutes and they start jumping in and start filleting themselves? No, it doesn't happen that way. 3% of the sales, or excuse me, 5% of the sales are on the 3rd contact. 10% are on 4th, but between the 5th and the 12th is 80%. How many of you are guilty not following up 8 to 12 times? I was too. All right, so here's some of the scripts. On my follow-up, I don't know if these are in the book, so you might want to take a message. So my 24 to 48 hour, I assume they're ready to get started. I'm not going to read them all for sake of time. I'll read a couple here and there for the ones that are online if you can't read it. But it says, hey there, I hope your day is going great. As promised, I wanted to circle back with you. What'd you like best about what you saw from the info I shared with you? I didn't ask if they watched it. I didn't ask what they thought. I said what they liked best. I don't care what they did like. I want to go hammer on what they did like, all right? 4-day follow-up, I do more of an apology follow-up so they feel guilty to respond. So every follow-up I do is designed to get a non-responder to become a responder, all right? Hey, John, I want to apologize. I've been so busy, I have not had a chance to connect with you. How are you? And they're going to say, no problem. I was busy too. I'm doing good. I'll say, great. I'm glad things are going great for you. Hey, real quick, what'd you like best about what you saw? And I'm going right back to it, okay? I'm peeling those layers back. And so then from 30 days on, I don't follow up I used to follow up every week. I don't. It's like going on a date and you're constantly following up. Ready to go again? Ready to go again? Ready to go again? Not very attractive, is it? So I do what's called an update and deflection. Every 30 days, I update them with what's going on positive in my business, but I don't ask them if they're open to taking, where they're at. I deflect them and ask who they know that could look for ways to make money online from home if we teach them how to do it, or if I'm leading with the product. Here's some examples of the update, okay? And you can see a couple. Hey, just launched Europe, great things going. Hey, my friend just made an extra $1,000 bonus. You're saying something positive. Then the second part is the deflection. Listen, do you know anyone who would like to make some extra money online from home? Got to run. Let's talk soon. Don't include a sales pitch. Do it every 30 days and repeat over and over again. Do the update and deflection once a month. If people don't reply, who cares? Go through the numbers. It is a numbers game. We were sitting at dinner last night, and Mr. Jordan Adler, the legend of our industry, went around the table and asked how many people we all sponsored enrolled in our business, and it was from 70 to 250, and they didn't go all the way around, but almost the way around. And literally everybody said between 2 and 5 people that they sponsored has built their $1 million empire. It's a numbers game, all right? So understand that. So here's a couple of examples of some update and deflections for you. Hey, we just helped Greg, who's a plumber, full-time, make an extra $500 part-time. Do you know anyone looking to make some money if we teach them how to do it? Let me know either way. I love ending with, I appreciate you. All right, so now, am I trying to recruit this person? No, but am I telling them that I just helped somebody make $500 part-time and they're sitting there going, damn, I wish I could make $500 part-time, yeah? All right, so another example, 60-day. Hey, we just helped Viviana within 30 days lose weight, fix credit, sleep better, clear skin, whatever it might be. Fill in the blank with your product. You can lead with product update and deflections, or you can lead with opportunity update and deflections. Hey, I just helped Christy win a cruise promotion with our company while earning an extra $1,000. Do you know anybody likes to have fun and make money? Because isn't that the people you want to work with anyways? All right, so you guys get the drift? All right, is there any hunters in here? I know there's one over there. So I call prospecting hunting. You're looking for your perfect avatar, okay? I look at marketing as fishing. You're putting content out there in hopes somebody bites the hook, so you got to fish, all right? We're going to talk about hunting first. Where do we find leads? Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Ding Dong, all of them work, all right? So let's have some fun with this. So I'm not going to go through all these in detail. I'm going to just pick the first one, but literally 3 times a year I go through my contacts A to Z, and I find out what they're up to, because how many people have seasons in their life and seasons change, and some people may not be ready right now, but they will be eventually, yes? All right, friends of friends, when they come up, if they look sharp and they have social influence and presence and branding and a lot of engagement, I'm going to reach out to them. Pages, groups, hashtags, and other people's sponsored ads. Did you know that if you go search your product, service, or opportunity on Google, it will pop up on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and all those people that are engaging are exactly who you're looking for your business? And they're paying for the ad, you can take the client, okay? So here's 2 different scripts that you can use from A to Z that I use every single day. In fact, right now I'm in the letter C right now going through it again. So you got two different variations. And just so you know, the scripts that I'm going through right now, colleagues in my company went to a mastermind and paid $20,000 for that you're getting for the price of admission today. So understand how valuable these are, okay? Hey, John, just wanted to reach out and say hi. I noticed we have not connected in a while. How's your year going so far? All I'm doing is getting the commission breath out of the way, starting a conversation. Now, I don't get caught in the friend zone. We're going to talk about this because then it gets weird. How many of you know what I'm talking about? All right, so we're going to go through some of that in a minute. All right, so Facebook groups, go join groups that you would hang out with if you weren't in network marketing. Why? Because people like to work with people like them. If you like to travel, go in travel groups. If you like to fish, go in fishing groups. If you like cars, go into car groups. If you like skincare, go into those groups. All right? So what I do when I go in the groups, very simple. I go love the post. I don't like it. I love it because you go into a different category. And then I engage on the post and I say, great value add, love this. I'll do an emoji. And then I'll go send them a friend request. Now, some people like to send friend requests, some don't. I do because the groups I go into entrepreneurial groups, business groups, and they're my perfect avatar because I post content that I want them to see to eventually come to me. So I am sending people friend requests because I want those eyeballs on me, because if they're not on me, they're on you. And then I send a DM. So think about this. Right? I've already touched them 4 times before I've even talked to them. They've already gone to my profile. They've already scoped me out. By the way, if your profile's terrible, meaning you got, instead of your picture, you got a cat, or instead of your banner, you got, beer bottles on a beach, or, you have pictures that you're not, favorable of, delete them. Like all platforms should match and coincide with one another, and it's your resume, it's your bio. Every time you post, you got to ask yourself, am I repelling or am I attracting? Those are the biggest things. Would you recruit you? Would you sponsor you? Would you be confident leading you? Some of you just gulped, right? All right, so here's the cold market script that I use. Hey, John, because of what's going on, I'm super focused and productive with my home-based business. Listen, I know we don't know each other, but I see you're an entrepreneur, and I work with a couple other entrepreneurs, and I'm just curious if you'd be open to taking a look at how we are making some extra money online from home. If you are, great. If not, no big deal. How many of you like to get to the point? Yes? So cold market, you don't want to start, hey, a beautiful family. Oh, you got a chocolate lab? I got a chocolate lab. Nobody gives a shit, or nobody cares, excuse me. All right? Get to the point. You want entrepreneurs, you want runners, people are busy, you want to go after people that are busy. My first mentor said, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. And I can't tell you how many compliments I get. They say, listen, I love your approach, I love how direct it is, I've got my lane I'm in, but I appreciate you. I love that. Even if they say no, they appreciate it. Here's another variation. I work with a lot of realtors, so I know we don't know each other. I'm working on a project with other professional real estate agents to help leverage their experience to create some residual income. Would you be open to hearing more about it? If not, no big deal. Let me know. How many people like that? Okay? All right. So I go follow hashtags. Like, I love boating. Anybody like boating in here? So I follow Boat Life. Why? Because people that are probably following that like Boat Life. I like Boat Life. And how would you like to go back and build rapport 1 or 2 times and then ask someone, hey, I know you like Boat Life as I do. We follow the same hashtag. If there is a way that you could actually make money floating on the lake, would you want to know about it? Let me know either way, right? Things like that, okay? And then obviously sponsored ads, digital marketing. I love figuring out tools and systems on how to make money from home. But all those people are following systems that will bring them to make money online, which how many people want to make money online, right? That's what we do. So, all right, so that's the hunting. Let's talk attraction marketing. I love this. So from 2018 January until end of 2021, I heavily did the hunting. And I made a commitment to myself January 4th, where I'm gonna make more money fishing than hunting this year. And so I started creating content. Now, I got incredibly uncomfortable. I was not excited. All my friends were like, you gotta get on TikTok, and I called it ding dong. I thought it was ridiculous. People were dancing, and they're going like, I'm bored in the house, I'm in the house bored. You guys all heard that stuff? and all these different things. I'm like, this is dumb, and it's dumb. Like, I didn't like it. But he said, funny equals money and all these different things. So I made a commitment to start doing short form reels because short form video captures attention. It expresses who you are. Words say something, but video just goes a lot further. Would you agree? I know Riel talked about that. And so what I did is I started creating videos on TikTok. I would take the watermark off because Facebook and TikTok don't really like each other. I'd repurpose it on my Instagram stories, Instagram Reels, Facebook stories, Facebook Reels, and I'd get all the people on LinkedIn really irritated because they're so corporate, and I'd put it on LinkedIn just so I can get a reaction, all right? And literally, I would take all the likes, shares, and comments and go connect with all of them because those are all leads. Since January 4th, I have like 3,000 plus friends on Facebook, but I only had 1,000 followers. And within less than 90 days, I went to over 4,700 followers organically because of Reels. But then I post content to keep them on, and I flicker it. I do funny videos to get them. Okay? Then I post my product or opportunity service in between the funny. So I attract with the funny, I get a new audience, and then I create money. All right? That's how funny equals money. All right, so anyways. All right, so we have a script for everything. If people like a business post, if people like a product post, if people like my birthday post or catching marlin in Cabo, they are all going to hear from me, okay? Now with the business, and all I'm doing is become a professional conversation starter. And I'm gonna role play and explain exactly what I do here. This is somebody that engages on a business post, which is, remember, like, share, or comment, says, hey Mary, thank you so much for the love on my previous post. I appreciate the support. I was just wondering, were you interested in what I do, or were you just being supportive? Either way, I appreciate you. What I do, I get them I use the ATM system. Maybe you have an app, some of you have a tool. Fools don't use tools, use a tool, don't be the presentation, get them in front of the information, okay? Now, if they said I was just being supportive, no worries, I'll ask them if they're open to doing a referral post. I'll explain what that is in a minute. But either way, I'm gonna show them what I do, or I'm gonna get them to market what I do. But either way, they're doing something for me, all right? Now, if it's a product post, hey Joe, thanks so much for the love on my previous post. Were you interested in obtaining a 750 credit score, losing weight, sleep, etc., better skin, or were you just being supportive? Either way, I appreciate you. If they said, I'm interested, show them what you got. If they're not, have them do a post on their wall for you. It's free marketing. They got friends that you don't know, and you can take all the likes, shares, and comments and go dive through there and have some fun. But we'll talk more about that. And then a non-business or product post. If you just post a picture with your family on a Sunday and you get 100 likes, that's 100 conversations that you should be starting the following week. Okay? Hey, John, thank you so much for the love on my previous post. I truly appreciate the support. Hope all's well during these crazy times. How's your year going? Now, just so you know, what I do is I get them engaging, but when they respond and say, hey, you know what, things are really going good, or you know what, I lost my job, or oh, I got COVID, or there's always an answer. And then I respond one time, and I say, well, best of luck, hope your business is going good, or prayers, I hope you heal for a speedy recovery, or sorry you lost your job. We are, then I'll get into that mode. But my point is I don't get into a whole long back and forth, because most people don't know how to be a human and build rapport and build relationships. But what I do is I let them sit for 2 days. I don't try to pitch them for 2 days. I just let them sit. I'll show you. And then I'll pop the question, okay? We'll go back to that. How many of you have customers that love your product, they lost weight, their skin looks better, they grew hair, they got a better credit score, whatever it is, okay? And you have not asked them if they're open to marketing with you. That's like you already have a testimonial of success. They already know, like, and trust you and got results, and they can share and make money. So that's the script for that, all right? Every new follower, remember how I went from 1,000 to over 4,700? I'm not even through them yet. But I promise, what's great is because they follow you, you don't even have to send them a friend request for them to get the message. Like when you're not friends, it goes to that other folder. In this way, they all get it. So I literally say, hey, John, hey, Mary, and I just literally take that message and send it to them. And I can't tell you, I'll send out 50 in a day and 25 will respond like clockwork. And most people will say, if you read that, why'd you follow me? How can I support you? Did you need something? and they just said, no, I just love your attitude. I love your personality. You're funny. I love your content. I'm always looking for positive people. And you know what it does for me, like selfishly? It keeps me showing up when I hear that because actually someone's watching. Even if you don't get a like, share, or comment, they're watching. And so just know you're impacting people. I have people all the time going, I'm depressed, I'm homeless. I go to your profile because you're so uplifting, you're positive, your contents, your quotes, okay? Friend requests are great. Hey, Jordan, thank you for sending me a friend request. How did you find me? What kind of questions can I answer, if any, for you? Like, engage with the ones that want to engage with you. And I don't even accept their friend request until they get with me, and I want to know why. Because if they're trying to, do the next, a lot of it, people want to try to get your money for investments over in, other countries that aren't even around anymore, right? So, all right, this is the most important part. So as I told you, I go back one or twice, and then I let it die. 2 days later, I reach out to them. I do not get caught in the friend zone. And you can see this is my other follow-up, the pre-presentation, lead source, date, if I peaked them, follow-up, etc. If you look up there, 316 is when I followed up, but I communicated on 314. You guys see that? That's 2 days after, all right? I let them marinate. And I leave a voice message. This is what I say, but I'll say, if I don't know them because they were someone that came from a new follower, I'll say, hey, Aaron, I know we don't know each other, but I don't know unless I ask. I'm super busy and productive with my online businesses. Do you by chance know anybody looking to make some extra money online from home if we teach them how to do it? Did you notice my tonality? That you can't type tonality. So I voice it like all day long. My wife hears me in my office. Hey, Mary. Hey, John. I know we don't know each other. Like all day long, okay? Now, if I do know you, I'll say, hey, Kelly, I know you're super busy as I am with, my business is online, but obviously successful. Do you know anybody looking to make some extra money online if we teach them how to do it? See, if they can't give me an objection. See, most people don't ask for the invite because they're afraid to get rejected. I'm not even asking them to sign up with me, but there's 3 things that are going to happen. Either one, they're going to say, yes, me, happens every day, and then I point them to my tool. Or they'll say, yes, my mother, my sister, my husband, my spouse is looking for something. Or they'll say no or not now, and then I turn them to a referral post. Either way, they're either marketing for me or marketing with me. But either way, we're marketing, all right? All right, so let's talk attraction marketing. Does everybody understand all that? I know I go pretty fast. That's why you'll want to get the recording. So as far as attraction marketing goes, I do one valuable post every day on my wall in group. I'll pick 2 or 3 groups every Monday to go into. I'll do it on my Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I do one curiosity post 3 times a week. I put a lot of curiosity in my stories all the time. And then I'll do 5 clips in my stories daily, and I do a reel 5 to 6 days a week.
Wow, yikes, yikes.
I know it might sound overwhelming, but once you get the rhythm down, I know we have a trainer coming up after me who's gonna teach you how to do all this. So I'm showing you what to do, and now we're gonna have someone come after me, and they're gonna actually show you how to do all this, which is pretty cool. All right, so understand something, the 5 C's. First one, content creates curiosity. Curiosity creates connections, connections create conversations, and conversations convert to conversions. Who wants to say that 10 times fast? All right? You understand something. When you understand marketing, showing up every day, how many times do you see a commercial just one time? Or do you see it over and over and over and over and over again? So you got to show up daily. If I go to ESPN, it's my favorite channel, and I've never gone to ESPN where it has never been running. So why would you let your social media feed never run? I always have stories going. I always post something every day, because if their eyes aren't on me, they're on you, and I don't make money when they're on you. They got to be on me, all right? So how often do I post? You can see it 1 to 2 times a day, 4 to 6 hours spread out. You can post and document in your stories all day. Listen, you don't need to have your hair done. You don't need to be the best dressed. A lot of times I'm at the gym, hat on backwards, no sleeve shirts. Sometimes I'm dressed up, but people want to know you're a human being. So document your journey every single day, because we know your life's not positive 24/7. Mine's not, yours not. Let them know that. Be vulnerable. and use stories to document, all right? So what do you post? Post what you're interested in. The goal is to create engagement, likes, shares, and comments because that turns into leads. So you can post about family, travel, entrepreneurship, inspiration, deep thoughts. You could, my friend Ray Higdon talks about ILT, invest, learn, teach. I invest every day, time, energy, and money in an audiobook or a regular book. I listen to podcasts and I learn something, and then I go on my reels and I teach it. Think about that. Invest, learn, teach, ILT. Every day, if you're sitting here going, what do I come up with? Listen to your favorite podcast. Go read a book. Go read Jordan Adler's book. There's content galore you could come up with every single day, all right? So in addition to that, curiosity posts. Curiosity posts are great. Why? Because it creates curiosity. People want to reach out. You can post recognition posts, product testimonials, business stories, shout outs. They could be in your downline, upline, sideline. I have a lot of friends in network marketing that are not in my business. I do shout outs for their success all the time. Why wouldn't I? So what I did when we went to events is, while everybody was sharing their stories on stage, a lot of people go use the restroom. How many people know what I'm talking about? I would sit in the crowd and write down everybody's story. So between that event and the next event, I could go share their story, sprinkle them out as curiosity posts, all right? So here's some examples of other posts. This is when we were going through the pandemic. What's the first place you'd be traveling to when this is over? See, why couldn't you do a post today, which one of my call to actions will be do a question post? I know we had a networking training earlier. I was like, I just came up with a post for a question post to create engagement. Do you like to network for breakfast over coffee or in the evening over cocktails? That is a question post, yes? Do you think you'd get some engagement? Sitting back there listening to the trainer, I came up with that overnight, just sitting there. This is a post talking about how Zuckerberg, and my friend Greg actually posted this, who's here, and what's crazy about it, you can't see it, but on the bottom left, he got 16,000 likes, 3,100 comments, and 18 or 16,000 shares. He'll be doing that until the next president in 2035 gets on board. That's how much leads he got from one post. Now, if people are engaging on a business post, do you think they're business-minded? Of course. This is a post on the left. A buddy of mine, John, he's another company. When he did $1 million in sales on Black Friday, I gave him a shout out. You can see a lot of these things. This or that. Would you rather be on a jet or a yacht? Yeah, that's a great. Now, then you can get into that conversation and start helping them dream and figure out a plan to get them there. These two are great posts. Okay, I'll read it to you. Some of you've never commented to say hi or anything. Please do so I can thank you for reaching out and paying attention. Over 300 engagements on both of them combined. It's unbelievable. So you just have to put content out there, before and after products. Now, you never mention the product, the company. Why? Because they can go Google it, go find somebody else. Now you're marketing for the company instead of you. So that's what I mean by curiosity. And when you're talking about money, it's always not about the $10,000 checks. Here's an example. So proud of my good friend Linda, who just made an extra $40 working from home. Way to go, girl. How many people would love to make an extra $40? Right? It's the base hits that are going to win the game. Reels. Got to get reels with Real. Right? So some will go viral, some won't. The one on the top left. So what I do is I'll do reels about my product, or I'll do reels about making money online, or I'll just be funny, all right? Now, some people say, where do you get your ideas from? Go to TikTok and go follow people that are in your profession. So if you're into go Google, it's almost like a search engine now. You can go type in weight loss, financial literacy, credit, you can, collagen, whatever it is you're selling. And you will find people that have over 250,000 followers. Go follow them. Go listen to the sounds they're using. Go put in and then take their content and manipulate it to make it your own. Do a different dance, whatever you got to do. And if you don't know how to dance, just drink a shot of tequila and you'll start dancing. But the second one in from the top left, 1.5 million, that had nothing to do with business. I was on a weight loss journey. I went to Vegas. They didn't have a microwave. It was actually the event I saw you at. And so my wife went and bought me a microwave. I brought it up in the suitcase because they don't really want you to have a microwave in Vegas. And I documented my experience from the car, and I took shots, then I paused it in the elevator all the way through. It got 1.5 million views, thousands of shares, thousands of engagements, thousands of likes, but the funny attracts the what? The money. But then right after that, I did like tips. And then I didn't get as many views, but I got 1,100 views and a bunch of followers. You guys get my point on this? So you can go get creative by following your mentors, people in your industry, people in other companies, people that are selling the same product, service, or opportunity that you have. Now, how many people don't know in this room and online, turn your camera on, wave your hand, if you don't know what a referral post is? If you do not know what a referral post is, this will make you money, okay? What a referral post is a curiosity post or a testimonial on somebody else's wall. They tag you in it. You get the likes, shares, and comments and go build a relationship with them. Because if you post a product-specific video and people are engaging on it, those are people interested in that product-specific video. Would you agree? And so that's the basis of it. So you ask, you post, and you follow up. Now what I do, I'm just not going to read the slides here. I'm just going to go through and just role play naturally. But these are who I ask for a referral post. Friends, followers, customers, agents, referral partners, people who say no, fence sitters, people that engage on existing referral posts. So maybe they were just being supportive on that referral post. I'll get them to do a referral post. So I'm 2 levels deep in referral posts. Okay? So here's what I do. You're either going to get a yes, no, or I want to see it first. So if Greg was one of my followers, I asked if he, do you know anybody looking to make some extra money if we teach him how to do it? He said no. I said, no problem. Let me just ask you one question. I'll get out of your hair. My goal this year is to help 1,000 people with X, lose weight, build credit, get rid of their skin blemishes, whatever it is that you sell. And in order for I'm doing my connections that I have a lot of respect for on social media to put a testimonial of a past client on their wall. All you gotta do is tag me on it. I'll send you the content, I'll send you the video with instructions, and you just literally copy, paste, tag me. You don't have to do anything. I do the rest. And if you wanna see what I do first before you make a decision, we can show you that first. And guess what? Now I just showed somebody what I'm doing, and I could take a no into a possible yes, or we get a referral post, and away we go. Okay, here's an example. Hey Greg, I'm really focused and productive with my online businesses right now, and I don't think what I do is a fit for you, which most Reds and A-types hate that. How do you know it's not for me? Show me what you got, right? All right. Would you be open to doing a referral post? That's where you explain it. Here's another variation. I'm super excited about my business. I'm doing online part-time. I know you have a ton of connections. I'm edifying them, and I was just wondering, would you be willing to do me a huge favor? It'd mean the world to me. See, these are scripts I use, but it's just being genuine, right? You're just asking a question. Here's some examples, screenshot them. I'm not going to go through them all. I grabbed some from my friends in different companies. You can go through them and screenshot these and get some ideas. All right. Got a couple more popping up here, I believe. And you can even do a giveaway, which is really cool. Can you hit the next slide for me? So this is a great indirect way, but you could literally post this on your wall, and for them to get in the drawing, they have to do a referral post. And you give them a $50 Amazon card, give them a product to try. Oh, they might buy, right? All those different things. In order for them to get in the drawing, they have to do a referral post. Very powerful, all right? So capture all the likes, comments, referrals, edify the message, direct them, and get them in front of a tool. There's a script if you want to take a screenshot on what to say to the people that obviously answer your information, answer the referral post is right up there. All right. So bonus tip. How many would agree Reels are going viral right now? So most people don't do this, but why don't you start doing referral post Reels? Take a reel that you've done, have them post it on their Reels, and have them tag you in the comments and let it ride. I'm telling you, you'll go viral. Hello? Your information's in there. That's powerful. How many people are doing referral post Reels with a show of hands? All right, wrapping it up. So expand and engage with your network. I friend up 5 to 10 people a day. Who do I friend up? People that would be great as a business partner that I want to work with. And I don't send them a message when I friend them. I'll go in and search friends, and I'll put like realtors near me. And a whole list will pop up. I'll go hit 10, and then I'm out. Why? Because I just want them to marinate. I want them to see my content. We're going to just build an organic relationship for a little bit. And then when they accept my friend request, I just put them on a little list. And a week or two down the way, I'm going to send them a nice little message. All right? So let's go over this. So every day, I do 10 comments on posts, 10 on stories. If you're not commenting on 10 stories a day, you're out of your mind. Do you know when you comment on stories, you go in their inbox, their DM, like they see you? And so remember, you can't just be one-dimensional and just talk about business and recruiting and your product. So I'm giving to get. Remember, it's social media marketing, relationship marketing, right? Engage, be social, add value. Go meaningful posts and comments and be sincere. 10 posts a day, 10 stories a day. And then literally the happy birthday. Whoops, I think I went too fast. I'll do a happy birthday message. And then, now I'm not trying to recruit them on the happy birthday. I'm just letting them know that I thought of them on their birthday. And then when they respond and say thank you, I'll say, no problem. What are you doing for your birthday? Anything fun? And they'll tell me, I'll say, that's awesome. We'll enjoy it. I don't need to keep you from it. Let's stay in touch. And then 2 days later, I go back to them and say, hey, hope you had a great birthday. I thought of you today. I know you're busy with what you got going on, but I don't know unless I ask. Do you know anybody looking to make some extra money online from home? We're expanding our business aggressively, and I know you know some good people. So I'm not even asking them. And when you go 2 days later, they remember you. It's not too far, but it's not too soon. Does that make sense? And then every day, I start my day with gratitude. I have next to my mirror where I brush my teeth, next to my nightstand, next to my desk, and in my backpack, I have copies of my daily goals, my year's goals, and my daily affirmations. And I read them every single day when I'm starting my day and when I'm ending my day. I listen to personal development every day so I can get ILT. I do at least a 30-minute cardio workout, at least 30 minutes of weights every day, and I listen to the audios while I'm doing that. And I want to talk to you about one last thing that is blowing my business up, just to put it in perspective, and then I'll be done, and I think I'm on time, which is a rarity around here, is this. I created an organic funnel, and I don't want you to get caught up on the word funnel. A funnel is just a flow, okay? So I want you to think about this, and I want you to pay attention for the next 60 seconds. Whenever I sign up a customer, a business partner, or a referral partner in my business, I screenshot it, and then I put a message over that so they can't see who it is. But it's basically me shouting them out that they just made this, they're doing this because to get this benefit, or they're doing this because they want to make this amount of money. I post it in my stories. I also text it out to my other agents, my other referral partners. I use a texting software, as well as email. I also have a private Facebook community, so I put it everywhere, okay? And then I put it in my stories. And within 24 hours from my stories, I swipe up. I see who looks at those. And those are the people I start conversations with specifically about my product, my opportunity, or my referral partners. And then they sign up. And then I put them in my stories. I text everybody else. I email everybody else. I put them in my ATM group. And then all of a sudden, I go the next day in my stories. And then I reach out, start conversations. 2 days later, I pop the question. And then I keep doing that. And I created this organic funnel. And it doesn't stop unless you stop. And every single day, right now, I'm either getting a customer, an agent, or a referral partner for one of my businesses, because that right there alone. But if you're not posting content every day, if you're not doing reels every day, and you're not having engaging in people's content every single day, they're not going to stick around and look at what you have. You got to give to get. I did a speech back two Septembers ago. I'm not going to get into all the details, but everybody wants to catch the big fish, right? Everybody wants to, have everybody sign up. Everybody wants Jordan Adler's lifestyle, all these leaders' lifestyle, like instant gratification. But for those of you that don't know fishing, or and the ones that do, there's a fish called a muskie. And muskies are very rare to catch. They're very hard to catch. Go Google it. It takes 10,000 casts to catch a muskie. But when you catch the muskie, it's the most amazing, orgasmic feeling in the planet. Close, all right? So my point is, every time you do posts, every time you do reels, every conversation, you know, you want to expect a muskie, but don't be disappointed when it takes 10,000 casts to go get that muskie. So if you're not casting and you're not engaging and you're not posting and you're not getting people's DMs, you're not going to get to those 10,000 casts. You know, there's people in this room that got 79 people signed up. 5 people are muskies out of the 79 that brought in 100,000. So understand, not everybody's going to be that catch, but you have to go put lines in the water. You got to go hunting. You got to put this all together. You got to treat it like a business, and eventually your business will free you from everything else. Thank you, guys.
That was awesome. Hey, I called your wife, and when you get home tonight and get in bed, she's just going to hand you a muskie. That was great. Wasn't that great? Is there anybody in the room that didn't learn something just now? How many people in the room do social media every single day? How many people in the room do social media every single day and just had their mind blown? Right? I mean, this information is phenomenal. It's a lot of information. This guy is an absolute professional at it, and it works. Really quickly, while we wait, we're going to get Joan mic'd up here in a second, and I'll introduce her. What out of DJ's presentation stood out most to some of you? Yeah, the invest, learn, teach. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there's a structure to it, and it works. This stuff doesn't happen by accident. I mean, it doesn't happen by accident. Anything else? The scripts are great. Yeah, and they're right there. And what I loved about it was, like, even scripts to people that you've known for a long time, and it's a script, but it doesn't sound like a script. It comes off very natural. Anything else? The fishing versus the hunting piece. Yeah, the fishing piece. You know, it's funny because that's what we do. We wake up in the morning and we hunt because we're trying to always go find, right? And this idea of having people come to us is really phenomenal.